Hey yo, Curdy Cool is back on the scene once again, yo. Have I got a story for you guys? I mean, about this Patricia Robinson scam, yo. I got some updates. All the shit is hitting the fan, yo. The adopted son, Marcus Robinson, exposes Patricia Robinson, yo. He talks about all this stuff. I got a leaked video, yo. I am going to play back. Marcus Robinson is talking about the lifestyle when he was coming up as a kid and all that corrupt, crazy stuff that was going on inside of that home with Patricia Robinson, yo. I mean, all the stuff that I talked about, I mean, it was true, yo. How they did me for ass. Remember when I said they hired a hitman on Curdy Cool, yo? And I was like driving all through the place, y'all, trying to get rid of that hitman out there. Marcus Robinson talks about the lifestyle out there, y'all.
About my testimony, I'm just gonna put it like this. I was born a slave to sin. I don't know if you were, but I was. Okay. I'll tell you a little bit about my family. My father and his brothers came from West Memphis, Arkansas, and they grew up during like the civil rights time, you know, like during Jim Crow in the South. And they came to Los Angeles to escape, you know, some of the things that are happening in the South, and they're looking for new opportunities. And my dad and his brother, they came to LA, they looked for opportunities, didn't find the opportunities they wanted, so they started selling drugs, they started pimping women, and my dad, he got involved with a cousin of ours who was a hitman, and he was doing that. A very violent, terrible street life. He got into selling, you know, different types of drugs in the 70s during like the time of the hippies, you know, like people were into psychedelic drugs. My dad was selling.
I mean, he exposed this woman, yo. And I'm just sharing the leaked video. I mean, I applaud Marcus Robinson for turning his life around, y'all. I mean, I guess as you grow older, you learn a whole lot. The man now has, let's see, 17 years later, he have gotten married, got an Asian wife with two sons, you know. Now my thing is, okay, during that time, you know, that family destroyed and broke Curdy Cool down during those times, y'all. That whole entire cult family was fighting against Curdy Cool, y'all. And I was standing up to be a father, y'all. And I could not understand why was they doing that to me, that whole family. So now I understand it all, y'all, about what Marcus was talking about inside of the church. It's obviously now that Marcus turned on Patricia Robinson, y'all. I don't think he really have nothing else to do with Patricia Robinson, y'all. I'm going to play back a lot of the stuff that was going on. He was talking about it, y'all.
My mother, she was born in Nickerson Gardens, Watts, South Central Los Angeles, the projects. Went to Manuel Arts High School in Los Angeles. When my father, my biological father, when he met my mother, at the time my mother had 5 children with her husband. Her husband was in Vietnam. While her husband was in Vietnam, my mother had an affair with my father, and I was born. When my mother's husband returned from Vietnam and found out that there was a kid and it wasn't his, he nearly beat my mother to death and told her to get rid of it, me being the it. I was abandoned at a daycare. I went from one foster care home to another foster care home to another foster care home. I was at 3 different foster care homes. One of them I do remember, and I remember being beaten, severely beaten. I remember, like, to this day, if I were to take my shirt off and you look at my back, you would see the marks from when I was beaten as a child. I was nearly starved to death. This is a foster care home in Pomona. Eventually, my Uncle Charles, my dad's brother, and his girlfriend, who, you know, it was a little questionable situation. My Uncle Charles was a pimp and a drug dealer, and his girlfriend, if you connect the dots, you know. So eventually they moved to Ontario and had a house there, and my biological dad was living there with them, and his mail was coming there, and my Uncle Charles's girlfriend at the time picks up the mail, sees that it's my dad's mail, but she puts it up against the sun, and she reads it, and she finds out, she opens it up, she's nosy, she opens it up and she finds out that I was in a foster care home in Pomona, and she told my uncle that if he doesn't adopt me from the foster care home, she's not going to be with me. They got married, they adopted me. So I was adopted by my aunt and uncle. My aunt's white, uncle's African American, and I lived in Ontario, and at the beginning things were okay, not bad. We went to a mega church in Pomona, predominantly white. We were one of the very few, I guess, multicultural families at that church. And at that church, I learned a lot about Jesus. My adopted mom, my aunt, she told me a bit about Jesus, and as a kid, I began to believe in Jesus. You know, the stories that I heard, I believed it. I believed that, you know, that she had a little children's book, she would read it to me, you know, and Jesus died on the cross, the sad part, you know, I'm looking there like, why are they killing him? You know, I believed in Jesus as a kid. But as I got a little bit older, by the age of 10, my uncle began to backslide. You know, they became Christians, you know, in the early 80s, and then after a few years, my uncle began to drink heavily again, and then in the 1980s, if you guys know, there was a crack epidemic. He began to sell crack cocaine in Ontario and Pomona.
I mean, all I wanted was just an apology from Marcus Robinson, y'all, because during that time, 17 years ago, y'all, I mean, he supported Patricia Robinson with all this scheming and scamming and manipulating, all this stuff that family did to Curtis Cool, y'all. And the thing that really got me, y'all, you know, he was a pastor and he supported all this stuff, y'all. But the man has got a story to talk about, y'all, how Patricia Robinson tried to possess him with all kind of evil, wicked spirits on him. She tried to put all kind of crazy stuff on him. She wished death on his life, y'all. I mean, Marcus Robinson tells it all, y'all. How Patricia Robinson, y'all, was Charlie Robinson's hoe. Hey, y'all, I told y'all I was going to come on out with it, y'all. He talks about how during that time, y'all, when he was a kid, Charlie Robinson was a pimp, y'all. He was selling crack. I mean, all times of the night, crackheads was coming to that house to buy crack. He talked about out there in Ontario, y'all. Now, I remember some things in Ontario, you guys. I don't know if you guys stayed up to date with my videos, I talked about how Patricia Robinson was setting guys up, y'all, with this trafficking ring thing she had going on, y'all, during that time, y'all. And how they set up another guy right before me, y'all. And another guy pulled right behind that guy and ripped him off, stole his car, y'all, threw him in a van. I talked about a whole lot of this stuff, y'all, how she hired a hitman during that time, trying to knock Curtie Cool off because I was standing up to be a father, y'all. And during that time, Curtie Cool was going to get joint custody. I was only out there, y'all, trying to do the right thing, but I did not know that I was dealing with a wicked adopted grandma, y'all, who was abusing the system and was bestowing witchcraft on all these people, y'all, to take control of their mind, y'all.
During that time, I witnessed a lot of abuse in the house, where he would hit my mom. He would curse me out. There are times where you would see, while I was sleeping, you see people who are addicted to crack cocaine jumping our fence, going across my window 2, 3 in the morning, knocking on my dad's window because they wanted crack cocaine. There were people in and out of our home all the time, people I didn't know, dangerous people, child molesters in our home. You know, one of them actually lived in my room.
So now, Marcus Robinson opens up, y'all, and talks about his life story, about what he went through when he was a kid, y'all, coming up around Patricia Robinson and Charlie. Charlie was a pimp. Patricia Robinson was Charlie's hoe. I mean, Marcus talk about it inside of the church, y'all. He's talking about all this stuff, exposing Patricia Robinson, y'all, and the lifestyle that was going on inside of that home, y'all. I mean, I don't have anything against Marcus Robinson. I'm happy to see Marcus Robinson, you know, grew up in his mind, y'all, find himself a wife and get married and do the right thing, y'all, and got kids. Now he's got 2 kids, 2 boys, y'all. But I just hope and pray that he understand my pain, what I went through. Now, how would you feel if somebody took your kids away? I'm talking about my grandma, and maliciously turned the whole family against you and took away your kid. See, I would have stood up and told my family, look, this stuff is not right. I understand you got a demonic spirit, you keeping this man's kid away from him, but he couldn't fight the power. He talks about it with all this witchcraft and all this crazy stuff that this wicked witch, Patricia Robinson, was doing, y'all. He said she wished death on him, y'all. I mean, that woman was evil and wicked, and he know that Patricia Robinson is a witch.
For a while, it was a very dysfunctional, unstable situation. And as I begin to grow in that environment, I'm just telling you straight up, I accumulated demonic spirits. I remember getting asthma, lung disease, where there was a couple of times I almost died from it. Went to the hospital. They had to put tubes down my throat and put a shot in my arm to get air going through my lungs. It was a very terrible place to grow up, and I began to grow angry.
I don't have nothing against Marcus Robinson. The man is saved now. He's very humble. I mean, I respect that, but at least he could have apologized to me. Now that you are married and now you have expanded your growth and you have found the Lord, you know what I mean? And you are into the ministry with your wife. I mean, I respect that. But I want to make sure that they get the story correct, y'all. For 17 years, this whole corrupt cult family totally destroyed my connections with my own daughter, y'all. They messed me around, y'all. So I'm going to play back some of this stuff, y'all. Let y'all hear what he's talking about, y'all. I mean, it blew me away. I found this leaked video. It only confirms, y'all, what I went through with this crazy ass Patricia Robinson, y'all. Patricia Robinson has been exposed by her own adopted son, y'all. And I said that some years ago, y'all. All these people one day is going to wake up and it's going to turn on Patricia Robinson. That woman is wicked, y'all.
There were times where my adopted mom would say things like, why don't you just go kill yourself? Why don't you just go die? And she would speak curses over me. And I began to grow angry. By the time I was in junior high, I was violent. I carried weapons to school. I fought with teachers. I got into a lot of trouble. We lived in a neighborhood in Ontario, South Ontario, where there are a lot of Hispanic gang members along with African Americans.
So I'm happy to see that Marcus Robinson is a changed man. He found God, but still they should have at least apologized to me. But I can understand that Patricia Robinson had a wicked spirit on this man's life, putting all them demons on him, y'all. But anyway, I forgive good people, y'all, out here, y'all, who is trying to do the right thing. All he had to do was come to me and apologize to Curtis Cool, y'all. I remember some years ago, I was calling at home. Hey, I just want to know how my daughter is doing. How evil and wicked you are fighting with your adopted mother and not allowing me to know the welfare of my own daughter, y'all. I mean, she had his mind so bad, y'all, fighting against her father to not let him know the welfare of his own daughter. So Marcus confirms it all, y'all, that Patricia Robinson got a whole lot of wicked spells, evil wickedness on her, y'all. He tell his life story, how he overcome it all, y'all, and how he found God. You know what I mean? And his resolution is that he is set free now, and that he have found God to help him solve the missing piece in his life, that he was in the wrong surrounding with Patricia Robinson, y'all. She didn't teach him nothing. She was basically out here, y'all, manipulating and controlling these people to put all this stuff on their mind to collect SSI, y'all. This is all Patricia Robinson wanted. That is a wicked woman. Yeah, I'm going to play back some stuff and let you guys hear some stuff, but it has leaked out. Marcus has exposed Patricia Robinson, y'all. I mean, I'm playing this video because now Marcus understands what is going on with Patricia Robinson, and he can understand now. I did not know that Charlie was Marcus' uncle. That was his uncle. And when he said that his uncle was a pimp and Patricia Robinson was one of Charlie's hoes, and there's some stuff going on, y'all, where he talked about how Patricia Robinson was snoozing around in his uncle's mail, and he realized that Marcus was up in a foster home, y'all, and that he had just gone around through so many foster homes. He talk about this stuff, y'all, how all that stuff was going on inside of this home, y'all, with Patricia Robinson. All this stuff is hitting the fan, y'all. So let's let Marcus Robinson tell the story himself, y'all. The leaked video. Now, the adopted son Marcus Robinson is exposing Patricia Robinson, y'all. I told you Patricia Robinson needed to come clean, y'all.
One of the guys that we knew down the street was murdered 3 houses down the street from my house. That impacted me. I became bound to fear. I remember every time I would walk outside, I would look at every car that would drive by, wondering if that car would shoot me. I was bound to fear. I was bound to anger. I was violent. I got into a lot of fights. And my life was miserable.
Now, this is what is going to blow you guys away. Marcus talk about how Charlie and Patricia Robinson was into this whole thing, trafficking, selling drugs, and that Charlie was a big time pimp, y'all. Now, this is not from me. This is from Marcus Robinson testimony himself right before God inside of the congregation, y'all, at this church, y'all. He is telling his story. He is opening up, y'all, about what really happened while he was a child coming up inside of that surrounding, y'all. He talks about how bad this stuff was. You see, Marcus Robinson, he exposed it, y'all. He knew all about it, y'all, that Charlie and Patricia Robinson was involved with a hitman. Now, when I talked about I was out there in LA, y'all, and Patricia Robinson did not want to see me show up in court because I was going to get joint custody of my baby, y'all, she hired a hitman to try and get rid of Curtis Cool. I talked about it, how I was all through, y'all, driving all through the parking lot, driving all over the place, trying to lose this hitman, y'all. I mean, he almost got me, y'all, but God was with me, y'all. And like I always said, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, y'all. Especially when you are striving to be a Christian and do the right thing, y'all. And I got caught up with the wrong bunch of people, y'all. And now I was standing up trying to do the right thing, y'all. That Patricia Robinson wanted it all for herself. All she saw was dollar signs. It was her lifestyle coming out of Watts, California, y'all. Surrounded with a whole bunch of gangs and drugs and all kind of crazy stuff, y'all, that was going on with Patricia Robinson and Charlie, y'all. Marcus spilled the tea and tells it all. Let's check out some more of what's going on here now.
The thing that I want to say is, while my life was miserable, I went to church every Sunday. While I was bound to all kinds of sins, desperate for a way out, I went to church every Sunday. And we had youth pastors trying to be funny, trying to be comedians. We had video game arcades all in the youth room. And it was a place where people would come to have fun. It's about being cool, it's about being hip. But I never, not once, heard the gospel.
Now, y'all check this out, y'all. Y'all listen closely. Now he's going to break it down about his Uncle Charles, y'all. Uncle Charlie. I mean, that was Marcus' uncle, y'all. Now he's going to get into telling his story about what Charlie was involved with. Charlie was a big-time pimp, baby. And Patricia Robinson was his hoe. Now, all this stuff is coming out, y'all. It's going to be some people with unbelief, but Marcus is confirming it, y'all. And I don't blame him. I would stay away from that crazy old Patricia Robinson as well, y'all. She was wishing wicked spirits on Marcus Robinson. To hear his story, y'all, that woman, he was suffering so bad with a whole bunch of things going on in his life, y'all. Patricia Robinson told Marcus, I wish you would just lay down and die. The same thing she did to Charlotte. Patricia Robinson was a stone cold witch. She told Charlotte, you came here with your damn leg, you gonna leave here with your damn leg. I'm not supporting you. You know what I mean? She don't support nobody. She destroy, break everybody down. That is what that wicked witch is all about. So y'all check out the story, y'all. I mean, it's coming, baby. It's coming. Patricia Robinson went snoozing around in her uncle's mail and found out that Marcus Robinson was going from foster home to foster home, y'all. And so Patricia Robinson, she only thought about what she can get and for grabs, y'all. But if you don't adopt him, I mean, we need to adopt him. But before we can adopt him, we are going to get married. Even though you are a pimp and I am a hoe, we should adopt him. Now, don't you guys know when you adopt someone nowadays, the government is still going to give you money? Patricia Robinson was all in it just for money, y'all. She was collecting money, y'all. Now you got a hoe and a pimp pushing crack, trafficking, doing all kind of things, y'all. Now you guys adopting. You guys are pretending to be Christians. You know, I'm talking about Patricia Robinson with this wild lifestyle, y'all. I mean, it is what it is. Marcus, tell the true story, y'all. This stuff leaked out. I don't blame him, y'all. I would stay away from Patricia Robinson my damn self. I got a family. I got kids. I would stay away from that mess, y'all. She don't set no good example for nobody, y'all. How she destroyed me and my daughter's connection. She tried to destroy Marcus' life, trying to put witchcraft on him when he was a kid, y'all. All kind of crazy stuff he talks about that Patricia Robinson, y'all. The way she did that, Veronica Robinson, and pushing and selling drugs. She was selling drugs, crack, y'all. Check this out, y'all. Now, Marcus talk about all the abuse that was going on inside of that home, y'all, between Charlie and Patricia Robinson, y'all. And a whole lot of abuse, y'all. Y'all check out the story, y'all. I mean, leaked video, y'all. Marcus Robinson, the adopted son, now speak out. I guess he wanted to get this stuff off of his chest, y'all. I mean, God put it on his heart to tell this story, y'all, what happened to him inside of that cold home with Patricia Robinson, y'all. That is a crazy woman. As you guys continue on to hear the story, Marcus talks about, while being a kid, y'all, he is witnessing with his own eyes Charlie and Patricia Robinson now have crackheads, y'all, jumping the fence and coming into the house all times during the night, y'all. And that surrounding, y'all. I mean, he was so afraid of his life, y'all. He was confused, you know what I mean? He's going to church as much as he could, trying to pull himself together. But Patricia Robinson was wishing witchcraft on his life, y'all.
For a while, it was a very dysfunctional, unstable situation. And as I begin to grow in that environment, I'm just telling you straight up, I accumulated demonic spirits. I remember getting asthma, lung disease, where there was a couple times I almost died from it. Went to the hospital. They had to put tubes down my throat and put a shot in my arm to get air going through my lungs. It was a very terrible place to grow up, and I began to grow angry for a while. It was a very dysfunctional, unstable situation. And as I begin to grow in that environment, I'm just telling you straight up, I accumulated demonic spirits. I remember getting asthma, lung disease, where there was a couple of times I almost died from it. Went to the hospital. They had to put tubes down my throat and put a shot in my arm to get air going through my lungs. It was a very terrible place to grow up, and I began to grow angry.
Marcus also speak on as inside of that home with these crackheads coming in and out. Patricia Robinson and Charlie was selling crack inside of the home. Now it comes to the point where you got all these crazy crackheads coming into the home to buy crack. Now he realized it was a child molester coming inside of that home now. Now I thought he said tried to approach his room. I mean, this man been through it, yo. He been through it. And for Patricia Robinson to put Marcus Robinson through that, yo, this young man was trying, yo. Ooh, that wicked witch is evil, man. Patricia Robinson is evil. Marcus talk about how this dysfunctional family, all this dysfunctional stuff, yo. Now you got kids inside of the house. Now Charlie and Patricia Robinson is selling crack. Now they got child molesters coming inside of the home, y'all. What happened? You was not protecting the kids, Patricia Robinson. Y'all was too busy doing y'all thing. You can hear it in Marcus' heart, yo. This man was really hurt, y'all. He been through the ringers. I kind of feel sorry for him, y'all. But all in all, I still say, why? When years ago, I tried to call Marcus Robinson during that time. You mean to tell me, Marcus, that you could not let me know how my daughter was doing? I was out there calling and begging. What is the welfare of my daughter? I mean, I was picking up something wasn't right inside of that home, yo. So they would not communicate with me no kind of way because Patricia Robinson, wicked heart, yo. That woman did not love nobody. She did not care about nobody, yo. So now, when I verified it on Charlie's final days, yo, when he had so much time to live because Patricia Robinson did not support him to have that gangrene leg removed, she said he would die with his leg. She didn't give a damn. Instead of just talking to him to have the leg removed, yo. So anyway, Charlie was on his final dying bed, yo, maybe a couple of weeks before. Charlie had a big old party, yo, and I was coming to see the pregnant baby mother. I mean, this man was a deacon or a singer, all that stuff inside of the church, y'all. But I did not know that he was a PPP. He was a preacher. He was a pastor. He was a pimp. I mean, Charlie did it all. He was a deacon. He was a singer inside of the church. You was doing all those things inside of the church. A deacon, a singer, a pimp, a pastor. You know what I mean? A pimp. So he's doing all these things, y'all, out of the church, man. So I'm like, Charlie, what's going on, man? I showed up. He had a table in his garage. He was setting it all up, just full of 1 gallon bottles of alcohol, just all over the place. I'm like, I was kind of confused and puzzled, y'all, because I wanted to know. This man is a preacher and a deacon and a singer and supposed to be witnessing for the Lord. Charlie said, oh, hell, this is my night. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. So now I was like, okay, what's going on? I wonder what's going on. So all of a sudden, Charlie, he laid all the alcohol all over the table. He knew it was something going on with Patricia Robinson. She did not support him, y'all. He knew that woman was wicked. So anyway, Charlie gets on the phone. I look up. 10 or 15 women shows up at his house, y'all. In the garage. He had it all set up inside of the garage, listening to his old school, y'all. All his women come, because y'all got to remember, Charlie was a pimp, y'all. And he had Patricia Robinson under his spell. Patricia Robinson was one of Charlie's hoes, y'all. I told y'all this stuff was getting juicy, baby. It was getting juicy. So now, I look up, I was like, I wonder what's going to happen next, y'all. So now, Patricia Robinson peep out through the garage door. I mean, she peeping, but yet still, it was like, it was no concern to me. She let the pimp go to work, y'all. Now, man, she was like, okay. Charlie was dancing, and he was having a good time. He was drinking, dancing with his women, y'all. Patricia Robinson already knew Charlie's lifestyle, that the man was a pimp, y'all. Inside of his own home, had all these women, y'all. I was like, dang, what the hell? So now I'm like, whoa. So Patricia Robinson was telling her own adopted son. Now, he was going through all these trials and tribulations, y'all, with his health and different things, y'all. She did not support this young man. She was telling him, why don't you just go ahead and kill yourself? Because all this stuff that was going on with Marcus, with the asthma and all kind of things that was going on, Patricia Robinson did not support him, just like she did not support Charlie, y'all. So y'all listen to the story, y'all. I told y'all, Marcus is exposing it all, y'all. I don't blame him. I would stay further away from Patricia Robinson as I can. And I have a feeling that all these people one day is going to turn on wicked Patricia Robinson, y'all.
Not once did anyone tell me that Jesus can unlock those chains that are on me. Not once did anyone tell me that Jesus can heal you from the asthma that you have. Not once did anyone tell me that Jesus can give you joy. You don't have to be depressed. By the time I was in high school, I was suicidal, had thoughts of suicide, wanted to kill myself. Because I think my mom spoke it over me, my adopted mom, so I think those spirits attached to me. So I wanted to kill myself. And I was going to church every Sunday, and the gospel that they preached was not potent enough to deal with the issues that I faced every day.
Now he talks about, the neighborhood, the area out there in Ontario, California, a lot of gang members, a lot of violence. Now he was one of those kids, y'all, who had to pack a weapon to school, y'all. I mean, he talks about it all, y'all, how from the pimp, unk, the prostitute, adopted mother, to them pushing crack in the house and having molesters and all kind of crackheads in and out of the house, y'all. I mean, this story is getting off the chain, baby. It's getting off the chain, baby. I mean, he was going to church. Patricia Robinson was taking him to church, y'all. Now, Patricia Robinson during that time was supposed to be working with kids inside of the church. Now, but yet still she was a hoe and Charlie was a pimp. You know what I mean? She working with kids but got a wicked spirit on her, y'all, inside of the church. And look what that wicked witch did to Curtis Cool, y'all, and did to her adopted son, Marcus, and did to her husband, Charlie Robinson. Hey, y'all, that woman is wicked. Patricia Robinson need that evil, wicked spirit cast. I'm going to rebuke Patricia Robinson in the name of Jesus. Rebuke you, Patricia Robinson, in the name of Jesus. That is a wicked woman, y'all. I ain't going to lie. She is wicked. And I put that wicked spirit underneath my feet, baby. No weapon formed against me, neither Marcus, shall prosper. Like what Patricia Robinson did, y'all. That was not right. That was not cool, baby. All I asked from Marcus Robinson was just apology. I mean, I understand that the woman was wishing all these witchcrafts on you and had your mind, just like how she is doing my daughter and that crazy baby mother, y'all. Same thing, y'all. So, hey, this story needs to be heard, baby. Y'all listen to the story. All right, well, Curdy Cool, y'all. I'm going to get ready to wrap this show up. I mean, I had to share the testimony, y'all. Not only is it his testimony, but it's my testimony as well, y'all, because of what Patricia Robinson did to me and my daughter. Now, I know Marcus Robinson can feel my pain, y'all. He's got two nice boys, y'all. Got a beautiful wife. He got his wife, who is now a Christian, into the ministry. I mean, I'm really proud of him, y'all, for stepping it up and breaking that cycle, y'all, with all that evilness and all that wickedness, y'all. You know what I mean? When you got a crazy old adopted grandma, y'all, who is a wicked witch and does all this stuff, y'all, just to take control of these people's mind, to collect SSI, that is wicked, baby. Y'all know what I'm saying? That's wicked. So she keep them broke down to only collect SSI. So not only is Marcus Robinson going, who left that coat home, but it's just a matter of time, y'all. Alexa is going to leave that coat home. Now, what's going to become of that baby mother, y'all? She is just too far gone. But I cannot believe that Marcus have not stepped it up, y'all. You know what's going on, Marcus, and you did not try to tell that wicked grandma, y'all, about herself. Hey, what you doing as father? It's not right. I mean, all the stuff that I went through and what you did inside his home, and you turn on his father for standing up being a good father? Now, he should have at least, y'all, talked to her about that. Look, he need to know how his daughter is doing. He need to know the welfare of his daughter, y'all. Patricia Robinson just don't give a damn, y'all. That old wicked woman ain't about nothing. Hey, y'all, I'm just out here telling my true story, y'all. This Patricia Robinson, that woman is not nice at all, y'all. So I'm quite sure, I mean, she had them all the same. Now, Marcus Robinson, I listened to his story. I can verify that Amanda Rose Lee was all screwed up, messed up exactly the same way Marcus was. That Veronica Robinson all screwed up, messed up. So she put all these spells on all these people, y'all, and messed them up inside of that home just to collect SSI. You know how they just mess them up, y'all, in the mind? That witch only wanted control for SSI. Now, how low life can you get? So anyway, I happy for you, Marcus, that you found yourself a good wife. I don't care what race she is, as long as you are happy. If you're going to speak the gospel and be a child of the king, y'all, stand up for what is right. Talk about the truth and what it's like to be with peace, love, and happiness and dignity. Talk about what it means to stay with God's word and keep on learning and growing from that. When you say you helping people, don't just talk about yourself. If you're going to say you helping people out there, help all people. You know what I mean? Learn something from your benefit, what you've been through, how you came from the storm, from nothing. You know, with all these trials and tribulations that you came through. Share that to help other people out here, y'all. Don't just talk about it. He didn't do a damn thing to straighten that mess out with me, baby. Why was you being a fake? Why was you being a hate on Curdy Cool, Marcus? That's my last final question. I mean, I ain't mad at you, but why did you not help support Curdy Cool? See, that's something you, Marcus, are going to have to deal with between you and God. Now, if you out there pretending to be a pastor, God will work on your mind, because you gonna stand up there and lie right before the pulpit, but you don't Realize what y'all did to Curtis Cool back in the day, 17 years ago? You know what I'm talking about, Marcus Robinson. So now, I just share it like this. Don't be a sheep in wolf's clothing, Marcus. Come on with it, baby. Come on with it. You know, I don't care if you got to break down at night. Scream out and cry out to the Lord on your knees. Lord Jesus, please forgive me. To find somewhere in my heart to forgive me, Lord, for what I did. And I supported all this craziness and this madness and this wickedness with this Patricia Robinson over here, y'all. If you are going to witness and be a preacher and a pastor, you stand up for what is right. You do the right thing. You treat all people with love, dignity, and respect, y'all. It is what it is. Y'all know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get that off my chest. Marcus Robinson hear this video. Hey, you owe me an apology. You know what I mean? I don't care if you got to cry out and pray out to the good Lord, y'all. Lord Jesus, please forgive me. You know what I mean? I forgive. But that was wrong. You would not even support, no kind of way, hey, Curtis Cool, your daughter is doing fine, even though I got this wicked, evil mother, adopted mother. Now, you knew your adopted mother was crazy, evil, and wicked, Marcus Robinson. Yeah, that's right. I'm coming down on him, man. I'm coming down on the pastor. You did not. You a grown-ass man. You did not try to contact Curtis Cool and say your daughter is doing fine. I try to stay out of this, but your daughter's doing fine. Have no fear. Don't worry about nothing. You know what I mean? So y'all understand what Curtis Cool is talking about out here. Don't be out there saying you are teaching and preaching. Now you got a family, kids of your own. Now you want to share it to the world. But look at your past history. What you guys did to Curtis Cool. Did y'all forget about that? Did she have your mind? You know what I mean? So I'm just breaking this stuff down, baby, in this documentary. And I'm telling it just the way it is, y'all. That Patricia Robinson, man, she ain't no good. And I just continue on sharing my true story and telling my true story. God has always got a way, y'all. Something is going to leak out. She have hid my daughter for 17 long years, y'all. Got my daughter afraid to communicate with her own father. I mean, wow. That is some crazy stuff, y'all. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, I say this. All I can do is pray for you guys. I pray that God bless you to be stronger and find it in your heart to learn how to forgive and how to forgive yourself. What you did wrong to all those people out there, Marcus, and how you helped support and mess up my life with my kid. Now you got kids of your own, Marcus Robinson. And you did not even try to help Curtis Cool nowhere along the way. So my thing is to him before I close, how would you feel? Put yourself in my position, Mr. Marcus Robinson. How would you feel if somebody did that to you, what they did to me? I told y'all I was gonna lay it down, baby. I was gonna lay it down. So now, the bottom line is that Patricia Robinson is corrupted in her mind and is wicked. She have done all this stuff all these years, y'all, to all these people, y'all. It's just a matter of time. All these people is going to turn on Patricia Robinson. After they hear Marcus Robinson testimony, what was going on inside of that home, don't think nothing has changed with this woman, y'all, because she's all about SSI and what she can get. That wicked witch was trying to adopt Curtis Cool's daughter without his consent now. I mean, Patricia Robinson is thrown off, y'all. Hey, y'all, I'm going to end this show. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I told y'all, I was going to tell the story about this crazy old wicked Patricia Robinson. I'll see you guys in the next episode. God bless. Marcus, I can feel your pain. I hope you feel my pain. And that crazy old adopted grandma. I'm just lost for words. How could you do that? And that baby mother, how could you let somebody take your mind and put all that stuff on you and mess you up with all the contact with the baby father? Now, how could you do that? You know what I mean? So Marcus is out here talking about helping people. He needs to help these crazy ass people get on the right track, y'all. Help that crazy ass baby mother realize that, look, you got a baby father out here and you don't even contact the man. You run and hide out. You collect all the benefits, you and your crazy ass mother. Y'all know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, I don't bite my tongue about nothing. I tell it just the way it is. Anyway, I'm going to end the show. Y'all be good in the neighborhood. Curtie! That is Curtie Cool. Sometimes it's not just all about getting paid, Patricia Robinson. You got to treat all people with love, dignity, and respect. I'm out, y'all. Okay, bye.